Well, the federal government has approved the provision of 20 billion naira for the construction of new radiotherapy and nuclear medicine facilities across 6 federal teaching hospitals in the country within the next 3 years. For many cancer survivors, this will be a win when the treatment can be accessible and affordable. Kemi Balogun reports.
Ayomide is a cancer survivor. She was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2018 after she discovered blood in her breast milk while breastfeeding her first son.
He was born in January, and then around April, I noticed blood in my breast milk. So we went to a general surgeon who did a physical exam and said, there's nothing there, no worries. And then after some time, the bleeding stopped. So it didn't feel like it was something I had to worry about. This was in April of 2018, and then by August I was out of my station, so to speak. I had traveled for work and found out that I had to, while I traveled for work, I was expressing milk to free so that I can take back to my baby because he didn't travel with me, and then the blood started gushing out again, and it was really bad.
Diagnosed at 32 years, Ayomide had no normal pointers of the chance of developing breast cancer.
I mean, one of the biggest fears that a cancer survivor has is reoccurrence in another breast, in another organ, anywhere, any other part of the body. It may not even be related to what happened before, Cancer can just happen. Since about 6 weeks had passed, I went back to the doctor and he was like, well, we have to do another biopsy just to make sure that it hasn't started spreading. It had started spreading, but it was still contained. So anyway, he gave me all the options. He said, you could do chemo, you could do radiotherapy, you could do all these other, this is hormonal treatment and a conservative mastectomy where they just take out the portion of the breast that looks dangerous, or you do a full mastectomy. I opted for a full mastectomy because it gave me peace of mind, even though it was like killing a cockroach with a rifle.
The prevalence of cancer is rising at an alarming rate, posing a significant threat to the health of citizens. Ayomide's story is one that seems different from many others, but like her, many survivors and advocates are seeking for improved access to treatment through opening up ways to ensure that there's a reduction in financial hardship for patients. This year, hopes are up as the government reveals plans for the construction of 6 new cancer care medical facilities across some tertiary hospitals. The drive from experts and advocates is to ensure that the rising cancer cases are reduced as they discuss the FG's battle to stop the exit of pharmaceutical companies.
The National Health Insurance Authority has made health insurance mandatory for all Nigerians. This was in the new Act of 2022. Therefore, the NHIA is expected to enroll all Nigerians, including cancer patients, into health insurance. This will go a long way in addressing the cost of cancer care in the country. I am also pleased to inform you that Mr. President has approved provision of new radiotherapy and nuclear medicine facilities for 6 federal tertiary hospitals, or will I call them teaching hospitals, across the country, in the 2024 appropriation recently passed by the National Assembly.
We are dedicated to strengthening and improving the administration and the management of Cancer Health Fund in the country. The focus of the Institute on the on CHF implementation will be on enhancing coverage, ensuring effective resource mobilization, and promoting transparency in the allocation of resources to support cancer treatment and care services.
For Ayomide and other cancer survivors and patients, this comes as real cheering news.